Okay, YouTube, welcome back to Phent Noobs Roll the Tanks with the Flying Phent. This is episode number, and I should have checked this beforehand, I apologize. This is number 96. This is not the button I wanted to push. Episode number 96. We're going to hop in with our D1. Yeah, we're going to go with our D1. If you remember, it is quite slow. What else do we know about it? That's about it. It is very slow. This isn't a bad match for a slow tank, actually, Malinovka. We could have drawn worse. Ugh. All right. Sure, you guys go for the hill. I'm going to settle in probably there. I don't like being on the left flank. And this tank's really too slow to go help support around the hill. So yeah, I'm going to sit somewhere in this vicinity, I think, near one of those buildings. Usually, if I can get on the right side of that building, that's usually okay. Guys along that ridge can take shots at me, but as long as enough of my team goes that way, we can kind of command that ridge. Oh, I'm pushing the wrong button. It actually looks like they're all just going to nestle in right there anyway, so maybe that's not an ideal spot for me. But maybe, you never know. They have artillery. This is a perfect spot for them to shoot, right? Get some good splash damage, hit 3 guys. Here's a T7 car coming around the corner. Bit of a turn, get a bit of an angle. There is one artillery to worry about. The idea of using bushes is great, but not when they have artillery. I find artillery is the big equalizer in relying on concealment. See this Panzer II? I'm going to guess probably not, but I might be able to see this T2 medium. Well, no, not that he's disappeared, I can't. Oh, and now that he's dead, I certainly can't. And now I want to back up because that's a bit of a gap there that people can shoot through, and this guy has left the confines of the bushes to race in front of the buildings. Not what I would call an advised strategy. You know, it seems to be working for him, but I generally would think that would be a bad idea. Here comes a T-18 across open field, and I tremble when I see T-18s. Did I just say a Tier 18? I feel like I did, even though that wouldn't make any sense, and I can't imagine me saying it. By the time I get there, though, he'll be dead, but perhaps I can get a shot off on this FT. Can get a shot off. Didn't hit anything with it, but I got a shot off. Once again, I don't really like where I'm sitting there vis-a-vis artillery. This is much better. Unless the artillery happens to be right there. He probably can't get at me. Even if he is, there's kind of a little bit of an overhang I'm a little nuzzled behind. So I might still be okay.
Enemy armor is damaged.
Just keep putting some rounds here on this T-18. Even if we, you know, penetrate or not, when bullets are hitting you, it has the effect of making you a little nervous, right? You never know when those bullets are going to start going through. I'm going to start moving. I'm going to kind of advance up this left flank. The problem is I'm slow, so if I don't start advancing early, I'm not going to be able to. Right? I'm just going to run out of time because my speed is so horrendous. Is there actually somebody over there, or are you guys shooting for fun? There we go. So everyone got the same idea as me. Figured it was time to start advancing. They still have artillery somewhere. That's not really a big concern for me because I don't think anyone looks at a D1 and says, "Oh, here comes a big threat," and I also don't think they see it and go, "Oh, here comes a easy kill." So I think as far as the D1 goes, generally speaking, there's not much. Oh, I was going to shoot at that guy. Fine, I'll shoot at this guy. Is he dead yet? I don't know if he's dead yet. Come on, gun, get around and point the right way. Definitely didn't lead him enough on that shot. Oh, he's dead now. Unless that was a different light Vic that got killed. You know, I'm so slow, I'm just going to go across the open field. I was going to say I should stop moving to actually get a decent shot on that guy, but then he died. And it became irrelevant. The last two guys are probably up here. I don't think we really had that many people go over to the hill. Wow, this is full speed on this thing. There's their artillery spotted. And yeah, like I said, they probably have a light tank that's going around the hill. So I'm not going to contribute any more than I already have to this battle, that's for sure. By the time I get anywhere, it'll be... oh, maybe I will be able to get a shot off here. Well, missed wildly. Missed again. That one went just over his backside. That was another miss. That was another miss. And now he's gone behind a hill of sorts. So that's all I'm going to be able to do. He's going to be dead before I get anywhere. There we go. Game over. But hey, at least it's a win, right? Can't complain. And you certainly won't find me complaining about a win. There you go. See, look at that. I only got 100 experience more in a fight where I killed 4 people. I think the game's broken. I need another 700 experience. So that'll be another 4 or 5 days on that one. H35 is up. But before I do that, I'm a little cold. Give me 1 second. I can go put a sweater on. Alright, I'm here. Hang on. I just gotta put it on. Alright. Headset back on. Alright, here we go. H35. I guess I should have started loading this while I was doing that. Watch, I'll be queued up for 1.5 minutes now, and it only took me 30 seconds to get a sweater. Oh, it's much better. I love this time of year. Sweaters are great. Alright. Okay. This is not a great map for this tank. It's gotta be said. I think I'll just kind of go in the village there, and if you can call it a village. I don't even know what that is. It's like 5 buildings. It kind of looks like a farm type place. Like my grandpa kind of had like one of those would be like a small barn for his pigs. We only had a handful of horses, so one of them could possibly hold like 4 or 5 horses. One would be like a shed for equipment. Maybe a chicken coop. And then 1 building to live in. So, you know, it could be like a farm area thing, I suppose. Oh, man. Okay, that stuff explodes. Oh, well, thank you for going through the house and removing the cover that I was going to use. Which I guess just reinforces the fact that it's not very good cover. Work as concealment, possibly, but certainly not very good cover. Alright. So we have guys spotting on the ridge for us, which is nice. Look how far away this guy is. I don't even think my bullet went that far.
Penetration.
Oh, it totally did. Wow. I'm amazed. I really didn't think my bullets would go that far. I probably shouldn't call them bullets. I should call them shells. Another one wants to do the same thing. That one didn't go far enough.
Penetration.
That one did. Good shooting, Tex.
Enemy armor is damaged.
So did that one. More good shooting. And I'd be surprised if they could see me this far back. We see you there, BT7. You're not hiding. I also see you there, M2 medium.
We didn't penetrate their armor. Penetration.
Oh, penetrated him, not shot. Is this T2 Light going to survive at all? No, he will not. Oh, that guy's dead. That was a waste of a shell. There you go, I got it right that time. For all I know, it is appropriate to call them bullets. I don't know. I don't really know anyone who's ever in the Armored Corps to ask them. I know some guys who are Armored Recce, which is how us Canadians call recon. We call it Recce. I don't know why, we just do. I don't know what the Brits call it. Maybe we got that from the Brits. The English. Oh, well, that was a waste of a shell again. I see there's somebody over here. Can you blow up these trains? Is that a thing? I'm curious. I'm gonna... Oh, you can blow up a train. Cool. That was fun. Waste of ammo. Blowing up trains. No, that guy's dead. Wow, our team has done really well. Quite surprised. I'm also surprised at how much penetration I've done. I didn't think I'd be able to get through anybody at those extreme ranges, and yet I haven't really had any problem. There's their artillery spotted. Our artillery is going after their artillery. Quite common usage for artilleries to do counter artillery. I'm always nervous doing this because my ally happens to be within my aim reticule. And it's my understanding that means that potentially my rounds could hit him. And we all know that I went on a run there where, like, what, 3 games in a row I was hitting friendlies, so I try to make a concerted effort not to. Where's this guy that I can't even see him? He's kind of down a little bit. Alright, cool.
Enemy armor is damaged.
Oh. Well, that's one way to kill him, I suppose. Just drive full speed right into him. Whatever works. I won't criticize. Keep moving up. They're down to 2. They're both lights. So I'm actually going to start moving across the field here now in towards the kind of the center of the map. The center left to right, not the center top to bottom. Actually, I wouldn't mind... Oh, I was going to say I wouldn't mind having a bigger mini-map, and it turns out that it is exactly as you would think, plus and minus. So now they're down to 1 enemy tank. To our 8. So if we can't win this, then there is something very wrong with us.
That one didn't go through.
And there we go, game over, we won. I didn't do much, but like I said last game, a victory's a victory. Okay. And I got almost as much experience. I don't understand this game. How did I get 5 kills and no experience? It's mind-boggling. Alright, so there are no FT then. Let's go ahead and do it. It's not 15 minutes yet. As long as we start this battle in the next 45 seconds, I can pretend like there was enough time to do it. Well, let me tell you. I had such problems reinstalling Windows 8. I accidentally used the key that I had for my laptop, which I used for work for a while. So it was Windows Pro. So of course that installs Windows Pro. And then when I go to, register it or whatever, activate it, it says, oh, that's the wrong key. And I was like, oh shoot, it is the wrong key. So when I went to use the right key, it's like, oh, that's for a different version of Windows. So then I had to reinstall again using the correct key. And that second time, I had screwed up something in my hard drive configuration, but I thought, not a problem, I can just fix that. But then Windows just refused. I tried for like an hour. And I was like, if I had just reinstalled Windows, it would have been done by now. So I gave up on trying to fix the original install and reinstalled again. And of course, because it's Windows 8, you can't... Windows 8 was always designed as like an upgrade thing. So you have to install Windows 8, and then before you can activate it, you have to run the Windows 8 installer from within Windows 8 to install it again. So I installed Windows 3 times. All 3 times I attempted an activation, which means I had to install it a second time for each of those times, so I ended up installing Windows 8 6 times. You serious there, Cruiser 3? You saw me going right here. I don't even know what runs through people's heads sometimes. I really don't. But I don't dare push forward either, because you'll end up shooting me in the back. You just seem like that kind of a guy. Yeah, so I ended up installing Windows 8 6 times, and then when I installed my audio setup, it wasn't working. And I couldn't figure out why. So I went back to the old audio setup, the big, like, reverberating, hideous one that I first started with. And that worked fine. And I was like, what is going on? I think I had to update some software, which then that takes forever. And of course, then there's the Windows updates, and you have to install all of the updates before you can install Windows 8.1. On the plus side, once you install Windows 8.1, you're basically done, right? Windows 8.1 is new enough, and it might actually be part of the process that you do the upgrades, you get all of the updates up to that point. I'm not sure. But yeah, I went ahead and upgraded to Windows 8.1 as well, so that took a while. Yeah, I had to get the audio software. I had to, World of Tanks has to re-download. I had to make sure that Europa Universalis 4 got reinstalled. Does my radio just suck that I can't see these things everybody's shooting at? I'm going to move up here, just get closer to them. See if it's a radio range thing. Should I not be getting it relayed by these guys, though? Or does it not work that way? Does the original spotter have to directly tell you where the bad guys are? I'm not quite sure. Yeah, then I had to get, like I said, I had to install Europa Universalis. As it is, I've still got about 12 gigs that I have to copy to a new hard drive, and not 12 gigs, what am I talking about? Like 200 gigs. So it's going to be copying all night when I'm sleeping tonight. You have 50 shells in the container? Holy smokes. What kind of magazine do you have? They obviously have a spotter somewhere. And I would start shooting at the places where I think a spotter would be if I was in a real tank. But I'm in a tank destroyer. And that would mean getting pointed at something. Which does not seem like a good idea. Oh, an ally drowned. That's kind of sad. Kind of sad. Yeah, they must have a good spotter. I don't see a thing. Our artillery is kind of all by his lonesome over there. I can't even see where the rest of my tanks are. This thing must just have abysmal radio range. I'm going to have to upgrade the radio in it. I don't think there's any way around that. Oh, it's Cruiser 3 getting ready to move. Seems to be a lot of Marines playing this game too. I know there's a lot of people with USMC in their name. Although to be fair, you don't have to be a Marine to put USMC in your name. I'd like to think that you would only do that if you were a Marine, but that's not the case. Sad reality. There are a lot of posers. Hence the need for places like Stolen Valor, which has pushed into Canada, and they are doing some good work up here as well. It's a fantastic organization. It's too easy to take advantage of people by playing that combat card, and it seems too many people are willing to say or pretend or do anything to kind of get that. I'll be the first to admit, I was in the military. I didn't do a thing. I didn't deploy. I didn't, you know. I don't even have veteran plates. I'm entitled to them. But, you know, my attitude is why? What did I do? I never went to war. I never, you know. I was in the military in peacetime. It was before 9/11. It was, you know, there was nothing going on. So, I really don't have any need to, you know, I'm very proud of the time I did in the military, but as far as I'm concerned, I'm not a veteran. That would be someone who actually went to war. Even my dad. Like, my dad was in the military his entire life. He was in Bosnia during the Civil War. He did a lot of peacekeeping and stuff. He doesn't have veteran plates on his car. You know? Because as far as he was concerned, he didn't actually go to war. These guys who've been to Afghanistan and stuff, alright, now they have been to war. Oh, that guy was, I think he was probably there. Unfortunately, that's all I'm going to see of him, I think, until he's dead. MS1, am I going to get a shot off on you? Let's get rid of this cover here, so I can see what's out there. Let's start with that. No, you're behind that hill or whatever. Pretty sure. Panzer II, can't really get a shot off on you either. This gun is nice and loud, I like that. It's a nice sounding gun. This artillery's moving up. You, I don't know if I should call you brave or stupid. Sometimes it's a fine line. But this is it, the four of us is the last bastion. And in fact, I suspect when they do attack us, it's going to be from over here. So I am going to start moving that way. And hopefully, artillery does not start landing on me as I'm doing it. Because I am not exactly a speed demon. Crap. I am horribly exposed right now. I mean, yeah, sure, so is that Panzer II, but I'm not worried about him. I'm worried about me. Okay, leave the bush. Leave the cover of the bush. Secure that other flank. This is what I'm trying to do here. I'm trying to secure this flank. Down to 3 of us. This is not good odds. Oh, oh. But the odds are getting better. Keep drowning yourselves, guys. That'll help. And there goes our artillery. There's a T-18 sneaking up on our T-18. I assume that he can see me, or at least knows that I'm here. Perhaps not. Ideally, he does not, because then his allies don't know that I'm here.
Penetration. Enemy armor is damaged. Enemy is hit. Enemy armor is damaged. Enemy is hit. Enemy armor is hit.
That guy just hit his own ally in the back. That's hilarious.
They're knocked out.
Thank you for helping me kill your
We're done for.
teammate.
Everyone get out.
So you gonna be able to pull this out? And of course it's a T-18, right? Of course.
One of our tracks is damaged.
Artillery's got a bead on him. He made a wise move because he is in the defensive. Bang. Good job. Oh, GG, I mean GJ. Let's head back to protect the cap circle. They've got 3.5 minutes if they want to take ours. They obviously have active artillery. The other guy, for all we know, is AFK. Same thinking that I had, though, right? If they're going to come, they're probably going to come around the back for the cap circle. Or is this guy going on the offensive? I guess it wouldn't hurt to go on the offensive, right? They got one guy in artillery. And I don't think we've seen the one guy. He doesn't want to advance up the left flank because I think that's, you know, that's what the other team would be expecting. Because he spent most of his time on that left flank. Keep waiting for their other this guy to show himself. Their T2 medium. This will certainly be a good comeback for us, though. We were down by quite a bit. Unfortunately, their artillery is a T-57, which is a little dangerous. He's avoiding the cap circle, right? Doesn't want to let anybody, the other teammate, anyone on the other team know that he's, you know, even in this vicinity. I want them to think you're still kind of playing in the defensive there. And there we go. He came up behind the T-57, who it looks like still can't see him. Now knows he's here, but what's he going to do? And then their T2 medium is capping. So now it's a mad dash with less than a minute left. And I think they have enough time to cap. So if we're going to win, we need steel damage here to at least reset him. If he can reset him, it'll be a draw. If he can kill him, we can win. But if he can reset him, it'll be a draw. There he is. Ooh, no, we're gonna lose. Good try. Good try. That was a tough loss for him. He did fantastic there. Tough loss for him. Yeah, I definitely need the upgraded radio. Why? All these tanks, they have upgrades that I could have, but just didn't pay for? Like, what's up with that? That's a gun, and I already have an upgraded gun. I already have the gun I want, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah, that's only 24 penetration. I have no interest in that. T18, have all the upgrades that I want. Yeah, it's just a question, do I want to go to the upgraded gun? 56 and 40. 38. The 175 is nice, but the 38 I'm not interested. 64 and 45. And then the M2 light. Oh, we're almost there with this thing. We need like 600 more experience. Well, there you go. So we do have 2 tanks left to play in. So we're going to, like I said, I'm going to do one more video. That'll be another set. That'll get me back to 3 days in advance, and I'll be happy with that. So we're going to work on the M2 Lite and the Renault FT AC in the next episode. So for now, thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time.